To this, it's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Offense operating from the pistol. Looking for some space. It's Sellers. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He breaks free. There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And that one's picked off. What a play. You bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
And now the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, BAMA. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes a quick catch. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
And the Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. And the wideout goes in motion. On first down, it's play action. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Nittany Lions are on the move here. A quick throw out left, complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? On the run, it's Young. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Here's a great example of the back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense. It puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space.
He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And he is wide open for a huge gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes the grab. It's Hamilton. And he's tackled after the catch.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Jukes to get free. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Defense will make the stop, and will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Running it back, it's Vargas. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's on the run, launches deep. The ball is picked off. Breaks loose at the 45. Going the other way, can they stop him? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, tie. But they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. They knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. And there's the handoff. Runs right over the defender. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently. Barkley, and the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. We'll look to throw it here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Pena. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage for a first down. Grab down the middle. It's Vargas. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
You finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Caught quickly. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. And the Nittany Lions line up with a first and goal. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this big a stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
Turn starts inside the 15. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama. Extra point try coming now. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one will be fair caught. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Keeping it on the ground here. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
First and 10 play coming up. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Breaks loose at the 40. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They're going to run it. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tough running there, breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback dropping back. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. Now it's 1st and goal.
Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Grab made by the tight end. And it's a touchdown, but hold on here. We have a flag down. Let's check what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. It's a shotgun run call. Fighting off the defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what...
Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Brought down after a short return to the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. He lets it go on the move. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up. Off play action. He's looking to throw. A short completion to the tight end.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on third down. Can he get there on the ground? He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Touchdown, Bama! Will take the lead in the second half. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Play action here on first down. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
That's a solid run, good for first down yardage. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Going to try to use his legs here. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, I can't believe the quarterback took it all the way to the end zone. That is a big-time play. The defense, to their credit, had everybody covered, but they forgot to account for the mobility of this quarterback and sure made him pay for it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking for some space. It's Young. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Second down after that previous play. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. He'll take a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Looking to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Another big game by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
Trying to find room. It's Sellers.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Handoff from the shotgun. Gets some space around the 30. Brought down to the 27. It's a 1st down. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, what I love here is just a vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Will he score here? Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Still no answer for this offense. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tide. Now the all-important extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Handoff here from the shotgun. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Nittany Lions will send the punt team onto the field. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Defense is coming after him. Caught over the middle. It's Sellers. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
As we head to the final quarter of this showdown, we're going to find out who can really make the plays when it counts the most. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the back now goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the freshman brings him down quickly. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught near the sticks. It's Young. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Now, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Try to catch the defense with the draw. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He's looking deep here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. They'll run it from the gun. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Alabama. It was a foot race and he won it. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with it.
And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
There's the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Short throw complete to the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
And the Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble now. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your...
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 20. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Bama.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle made after a big gain. Nice gain, moves the ball to the 47. Another first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. Here's another interception. We're losing track. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff. It's Sellers. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Try and muscle for the first down.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
Less than a yard to go here on fourth down. The offense is going to go for it. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Chris, how about that? What a call on fourth down. They get the conversion under a minute to go, and that should be about it. What a job by this offense to be able to come up with a victory today.
And the offense will just take a knee. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. A really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. Boy, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide.